In today's episode, I'm going to share with you what are my 3 relationship rules. So what are 3 relationship rules that I think every couple should respect and have? If you want to know what they are, stay tuned and watch. This is Alexandra Villarroel Abrego, and I welcome you to another episode of AlexandraTV. Now, today's episode is about love and relationships because I'm sharing with you what are the 3 relationship rules that I believe every couple should respect. I really believe that these are the basis of a healthy relationship. Now, before we get started with that, make sure you go and download your A.V.A pyramid. You see, AlexandraTV is a channel about growth, about personal development, about always reaching your next level. And we've created the A.V.A pyramid to help you with this, to help you see on which level you're at and what is your next level on your journey. So you can go in the description below this video. There's a link where you'll be able to download for free your own A.V.A pyramid. All right, so without any further ado, let's begin with the first relationship rule. Now, this one could seem a little bit obvious, right? You might think, well, obviously this is important, but I'm going to explain a little bit, more what this is. And it's respect, right? So obviously, in a relationship, if you want to have a healthy relationship, you need to have respect, right? It needs to be respect between 2 people. There can be any, abuse, any physical or emotional or verbal violence. There can be any of that. Obviously, we all know that. But now what about the subtle parts of respect? What about the fact that if you get into a fight with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, then you call your friends and you talk bad about them? Or you call your mother and you talk bad about him? Or you call your brother and you talk bad about her? Is that a respect? I don't think it is. What if you are out, with friends and you're having dinner and your boyfriend does something stupid, something, maybe he's had a few drinks and he says something, and then you kind of insult him in front of everyone, or you say like, oh, why don't you shut up, or things like that. Is that respect? I don't think it is. I strongly believe that in a relationship, there needs to be respect to the point where you should never talk bad about your partner in front of him or behind his back. I really think that. And I think a lot of people don't do that, right? I think a lot of people, they actually, whenever they are not having a good moment with their partner, they're gonna go and talk badly about them. And I think that's a big lack of respect. I think that when you're in a relationship with someone, both of you have to have each other's back. And if, let's say, you're in a situation where your wife or your husband does something a little bit stupid or something that you don't agree with, says something in public, I think that this is not the moment to correct them. I think that it's behind closed doors when the 2 of you are back home, that's when you talk about it. But I don't think you should do it in front of everyone, because I really believe that people need to see your couple as a strong union where both of you have each other's back. There's the expression, you and me against the world. We're not going to take it literally because it can be, against the world is very negative, but it's kind of like that. It's your life partner. If they talk bad about you behind your back, who can you trust if this is your life partner, right? So very important to have a lot of respect for the person that you share your life with. The second relationship rule that I believe every couple should respect is the rule of autonomy. You need to be autonomous, right? You need to have your own life. A lot of people get into relationships because they want to find someone who's going to complete them. No, you should be already complete before you get into a relationship, because then what happens is that you're depending on someone. You don't want to be dependent on someone financially, emotionally, spiritually. No way you want to be dependent on someone. You want to have autonomy, and then you meet someone else who has autonomy, and then both of you do life together. I remember hearing this example that I love. It's like, a healthy relationship should be 2 people holding hands and walking and looking ahead. Now, if there's 2 people holding hands and they're looking at each other, what's going to happen? They're going to bump into a wall or they're going to fall in a precipice, right? Do we want that? We don't want that. So what you want is you really want to be autonomous, and you want to be with someone who is autonomous, who has their own projects, passions, ideas. And then, you 2 can come together and do some things together. But your life should not revolve around someone, because that's very, very unhealthy. And last, but certainly not least, it's something that you've, of course, already heard, but I'm going to push it a little bit more like I did for the last 2. And it's unconditional love. Loving someone unconditionally. I think in a healthy relationship, there needs to be unconditional love. And I think a lot of people in this day and age are confused when it comes to unconditional love. Unconditional love is knowing that if, let's say, at some point you realize that this person that you're with, they should not be with you, or you should not be with them, and they maybe deserve better, or maybe you should liberate them and they're going to be happier on their own or even with someone else, then that's unconditional love, liberating someone. And a lot of people are in a relationship where they love the person, but it's not unconditional. It's like, I love you because you're with me. But then if you're not with me, if we ever break up, if we ever get a divorce, then I'll hate you and I'll make your life hell. That is not love. That is absolutely not love, and certainly not unconditional love. Unconditional love is knowing I love you and I like you and I care for who you are, and I'll be happy as long as you're happy. You know, whatever makes you happy, I'll be happy with that and I'll respect that. That's unconditional love. And of course, the basis of unconditional love at the end of the day is self-love, right? You can't love someone unconditionally if you don't love yourself unconditionally, if you don't love your life unconditionally. So I think it's very important to respect this rule as well. So those are the 3 relationship rules that I wanted to share with you. The first one, like I said, it's respect, but really, really, really respect your partner. Not just, you know, in terms of respecting one another and not insulting each other, but no, respecting your partner behind closed doors and in public. So important. Also, of course, autonomy. So being independent, having your own life, not depending on someone. That's very important if you want to have something healthy and a healthy love. And then, of course, unconditional love. Loving someone truly and fully to the point where if this person has to go, you will be happy for them and you won't make their life hell, because that wouldn't be love. So if you agree with this video, make sure you share it with all of your friends. Let me know in the comment section, what are your relationship rules? So what are the relationship rules that you like to respect? I would love to read from you. And of course, if you like it, don't forget to like it and subscribe. Subscribe for new episodes every week here on Alexandra TV. So that is it for today, and I will be seeing you very, very soon.